Well, it was really by chance I ended up here, but it was a very good chance and very good opportunity. And actually, since I've come here, I've been very happy. The hotel has enormous potential, and fortunately we're doing very well at the moment. We have a very good team, a very good team of older, experienced staff, mixed with a team of younger, enthusiastic staff as well. So it's a very much an expanding business. It's an older property, as everybody knows, but it's very strategically located. I've been very fortunate since I've come here in that I've been involved in a lot of projects, for example, opening a new Golden Ballroom, which we call it a Golden Ballroom, but it's actually like a mini conference centre. The ballroom has a capacity for about 2,000 people, but it's about 1,800 square metres and it's got 9 conference rooms attached to it. So it's quite an enormous project. It's got fantastic entrance, separate entrance. We've hosted 3 of the presidential debates here. So it's very exciting to have the president of the country come here. I think I've met him now 12 times in the period I've been here. And then we opened a fantastic new infinity swimming pool in the garden as well. We have about 34 acres of gardens, so it's now a great playground at the weekend for children and for families for staycations. So that's a very important part of our business. So there's lots of things happening. Also, you know, of course, with the Golden Ballroom, it's given us an amazing capacity for conferences and for residential conferences. So a lot of the time, Monday to Friday, we concentrate on residential conferences, and then at the weekend it's wedding time. Yeah, so it's hard to get a day off, that's the only problem. No, it has its challenges like everything else, but it also has its advantages because we have a very small management structure here within the hotel, and our head office is based in the complex. So I have very good bosses and I can go to them anytime and we can make decisions very, very fast because the owning company is based here as well. So we can, although we're a big hotel, we can change things very fast and we can move very fast and we can, you know, upgrade things very fast. And if there's something we need for a particular event or something that's special, the permission is there right within walking distance across the garden to our head office. So that makes a big difference, yeah. Also, yes, I've worked abroad in different companies. I've worked with large companies, and I've also worked with individual owners and something like this. So I think every company and every hotel, you have to adapt your management style to the local environment and to the local culture as well. So it's a little bit like that. So yes, experience is important. To my grey hairs do help, I suppose, in stories like that. Yes. We have about 700 full-time staff here, and then we have about another 300 or 400 depending on when we need them, particularly for banqueting. We have some regular people that will come in to help us if we've got a big function. So for example, tomorrow night we have a dinner for 1,200, a set Chinese menu. So we'll have extra staff in for that. Technology, of course, all our hotel system is totally computerized for check-in, reservations, check-in, check-out. We're upgrading our computer system shortly as well to make it even more high-tech and fast and something like that. You know, it's very important at this day and age. Communication, and then we use things like WhatsApp and something for communication with each other. We have groups set up to deal with different parts of the hotel. Yeah, we just appointed a new executive chef about 3 months ago now, I guess, yeah. And he's revised all our banqueting menus, and particularly our wedding menus, and implemented some new food stalls in particular to make it more exciting and more contemporary. He has international experience, which helps as well. So it's something we're continuously looking at and continuing evolving, particularly in banqueting, because we have very large capacity here in banqueting. So it's important to be able to cater for all sorts of different categories and types of people. You know, conferences, both international conferences and local conferences with Indonesian guests. And then, of course, weddings. Weddings is a big focus for us. We want to be the #1 wedding venue here in the city. We've a capacity at the moment to do 3 weddings at the same time. You know, quite big ones as well. Our biggest one we've done so far in the Golden Ballroom, has been 4,500 people. That was very, very successful. So that's a very big focus of ours, and food quality and attention to detail is very important. And of course service, right? People, are quite demanding, and as you would expect them to be when they come to a five-star hotel, about service and about, that things are right and they're made feel welcome, made feel important. And then of course things like, the food and attention to detail in terms of clearing away after them, making sure they're looked after and giving individual attention. That's the key, I think, when you're dealing with large numbers as well, to be able to give individual attention to guests. And again, back to weddings. Weddings are interesting because you get all sorts of different people coming into a hotel for weddings. And all of them have the potential to use the hotel. Maybe not just for weddings, but for a weekend break or for something else. So we take weddings very, very important. And we've done quite a few high society weddings here since I've started, right, with lots of important people and government people. So we're on our toes very much for weddings. That's very much a focus, yeah. There's no reason why not. There's no reason why not. It's all about really attitude, right? And it's about willingness to work hard, particularly in the beginning, because hotels are one of those areas where you need to understand the detail of what's happening, and you need to understand the interrelationships between different departments, and you need to understand the interrelationships between different people, how important they are. I mean, sometimes the best way is to look at it from a guest point of view. If you walk into the hotel and something is good at reception, and then you go up to the bedroom and something is bad, and then something else is good and something else is bad, it doesn't work. You have to have consistency, yeah? So again, it's about attention to detail, yeah? And in a hotel, nothing ever important happens in an office, yeah? You have to get out and see what's happening in the hotel and see what really going on and what the guests are experiencing, or what the staff are experiencing, yeah? And it's only then you will understand it. So there's no reason that Indonesian people can't do that. There's no secret sauce of just being a foreigner or something. But I think that international experience is important, and I know that for example, when I'm looking for somebody, a chef maybe or something like that. And if there's two people of equal qualifications and one person has worked abroad, I might choose the person that's worked abroad, simply because that have experienced something different, yeah, and that have experienced working with international experience. For example, a lot of the Indonesian chefs we come across have worked on cruise ships. Now, cruise ships are a very good experience because you have to work hard on a cruise ship, and you meet lots of different people, and you work with different nationalities, and you see different types of food and different ways things are cooked and different ways that people. So that kind of experience is very important for us. So some of the most important things we have is, if Indonesian people have gone abroad, if they come back, to bring that experience back to us. That's really important, yeah. And I think it's the same thing with maybe Indonesian managers. If they work abroad and then they come back, it probably has been an eye-opener, and it will perhaps benefit them and benefit their staff as well, because you can spread some of the knowledge to them, yeah. That's the same thing like here with my Indonesian staff. Of course I try and show them how to do things. I try and train them and try and give them different perspective on something, yeah. And particularly the younger ones, it's important, if they haven't had the chance to go abroad yet, or if they've just come out of school and they're not sure about their career in hotels or whatever, yeah. Because again, in hotels, there's so many different jobs in hotels, and there's so many different things you can do. And some people are more adapted to working on their own. Those kind of people may want to work like as a housekeeper or a cleaning room or something. Other people may want to be more outgoing and focused. Those kind of people are very good on front desk or things like that. So there's different roles for everybody in a hotel. So I think hotels are a fantastic learning school for people about life and about work in general, and about teamwork, because the big thing in a hotel is teamwork. It's about getting it right here all along the way, so that the guest doesn't experience any issues.